Hello everyone, how are we? Hope you're okay. Nice to see you. Right, we're going to do some daily race C practice. Now, I don't know what to start this on actually, because I have a feeling it's light rain. I have a feeling this race is going to be light rain, not heavy, purely because of the tyre that it says in the pits. However, there is a possibility that they could be doing something different with this race where you have to do a lap with the wrong tyre, if you know what I mean. It's possible, but yeah, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, nice to see you all in the stream. Hope you're having a good day. We'll do some practice on this. We're probably going to practice light rain and heavy rain today, because we don't know really. There isn't. Do you know what I was thinking also? I was wondering, right, you know, if they put heavy rain, right, and made intermediates compulsory, like for the pit stop, if you pit, right, how much faster a lap are intermediates over heavy rain, over heavy wet tires in a race? I'm just wondering if it might be better to go with the worst tire and then not pit, or go with the heavy wets. It depends how they've done this race. We don't know yet. No one's got any idea about how they've done it, so it's going to be interesting tomorrow. I expect it's just light rain and it's going to be a bit of a standard no-stop race, but it would be interesting if they've mixed it up a bit with the strategies, that you could do a no-stop or you could pit and like go off and like with the proper tires. I don't know, so it'll be interesting, because there is multiple things they could have done with this race, which I think would make the race really interesting, because I reckon it's going to be. I reckon that it's going to be this one, the light rain, because if intermediates are required, that makes you think it's intermediate conditions. So there is also this one here. I think that's intermediate as well. But oh yeah, but Clark, what I'm saying is intermediate. If you look at the rules, so I'm going to try and explain this to you. Now I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. So the compulsory tire, if you pit, is intermediates. That makes me think it's light rain, not heavy rain. But if it is heavy rain, right, I'm wondering if they've done something so that you could go with the wrong tire, the intermediates, right, for 7 laps, lose the time every lap, and not pit, or you do a 1-stop, do 6 laps on the heavy wet tire, and do 1 lap on the intermediates. I don't know what the pace difference would be over a lap. It could be that they're messing and like experimenting a bit, but I reckon probably it's just going to be light rain. I think it's going to be light rain because purely because of the tires that's required at the pit stop. But we don't know yet. We don't know. So no, 11 o'clock is heavy rain, Villa. 11 o'clock is heavy rain. Light rain is actually this one here, I think, or this one here. That's heavy rain, 11 o'clock, and I personally don't think it's going to be heavy rain. I personally think it'll be light rain, but we don't know. It could be heavy rain, and they could be adding strategy in. So it is heavy rain. That's interesting then. How have they pulled the information that it's heavy rain? Because if it is heavy rain, then they could be doing what I'm saying. That's going to be interesting because if inters are a mandatory pit stop, are mandatory at pit stop, you don't have to pit. But what I think it's making you do, I think it's going to make you do a lap on the worst tire or not pit, like do a no stop on inters, or go for 6 laps on the wet and then do 1 lap on the inters. I think it's like I was expecting. I did say this the other day. I'm wondering if they're going for a bit of a weird strategy with this because if it is 11 o'clock then, and inters are compulsory at pit stop, that's probably going to mean that the inters are going to be compulsory in the race. So you might have to do 1 lap on the inters or the whole race on the inters. Or do 6 laps on the full wet and then do 1 lap on the inters. That could be interesting. I hope it is that. I hope it is that because I think that could make quite an interesting race with the different strategies. But yeah, we'll just run this, I think, today. We'll run this with just heavy wet because we don't know. We don't know what it's going to be because it's a bit of a weird one this week, the way they've got the settings. So we'll just do it as a wet race, heavy wet tyres. We won't do a pit stop. We'll just practice the conditions before we worry about strategy because, like I say, we can't predict what they're going to do. So we'll just run it simple for now. Right, we'll leave it like that then. On. Okay. That's all okay. So feel free to jump in. We'll just run it. We'll run it as a standard no-stop race for practice sake. Yeah, I know about the. I know that the details. What I'm saying is, we don't know the strategy though, Danny. We don't know the strategy of the race. Like no one knows what the strategy is going to be because intermediates are compulsory for a pit stop. It makes me wonder if they're making a weird strategy in this race where you can either do a no stop on inters, or you can do 6 laps on the wet and then do 1 lap on the inters. That's what I'm wondering if there's a weird strategy to it. I've just got a feeling they might be doing something different with this daily race C, like mixing it up a bit. So we will see tomorrow when it goes live anyway. We'll find out. But we'll just run this as a standard wet race with just 4 heavy wets. I'm going with the Audi R8. I think the NSX is really good here in the wet, but let's just get in the. I'm pretty sure the NSX is really good, but I'll use the Audi R8 for now. I'm really hopeful that this race is what I'm thinking, and you're gonna have a weird strategy twist to it. It could make the race quite entertaining. You okay, Scott? How are you? I haven't driven in the wet here for a long time. been ages since I've driven in the wet on this game in general. I can't remember the last... When was the last time we had a wet race that I actually raced in? No sound. I'll fix it. It's just the usual Elgato. I tested this and it was on. So I don't know why it keeps doing this. It's the Elgato's interfering with Streamlabs somehow. It'll be back on in a second. Give it a minute. Don't know why it does it. Let's just see. As soon as when it eventually comes back on, yeah, there you go, it's fixed. You okay, Sal? How are you, mate? Whoa, the auto driver was going a bit too fast into that corner. Got dirty tires. Right, so I ain't got no donuts, mate. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have half an hour just getting used to the track before we do any sort of racing. So a little bit of advice: don't come into the stream saying when is the race starting, because like I say, we're gonna let everyone have a bit of a practice first. We're not just gonna go into a race with people driving and spinning everywhere. So yeah, don't do it. Am I on the wets here? Feels very sketchy. Am I on the right tire? There's them on wets, but nah, I ain't going out, mate. We ain't going. I'm not sending anyone the shop to buy a donut, unfortunately. Oh, brake, 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 brake. Why are you not slowing down? Okay, right. Let's just try and get a lap in. Right, let's see what this is like then. So we're going to brake well early here because you basically have no brakes in the wet. Let's go down to fourth just to try and get a bit of rotation. I'm sure you're probably supposed to do that in fifth, but for now, while we're just trying to get used to it, I'm going to just take it a little bit easy. Make sure we brake earlier, probably in between the 150 and the 100. That was a little bit late. Wow, no brakes. What the hell? Why is there no brakes there? That was weird. It almost feels like I'm on intermediate tyres here. We're in the Audi. We're in the Audi. I think the Audi's alright here. I just think the NSX might be the car to go though. I've braked way too late there. I'm pretty sure the NSX is a better car. I remember last time this was a race in FIA, and I'm pretty sure the NSX dominated the race. Oh no, this is actually, do you know what? I'll tell you now. Once you get used to driving GT in the wet, it's actually quite fun. I don't mind it. It just takes a bit of time because we don't do much wet racing. It just takes a bit of time to get used to it, but it is good. Yeah, I remember the NSX being OP in an FIA race. That's what I'm wondering if I'm in the wrong car, but I don't like the NSX though, so I don't know. We'll find out. Mr. Casual just casually spinning off there. Like a slow motion spin. Give me traction! That is a terrible lap, but we'll go again. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be in like a 30. 1 minute, 2 minute 30, 30, something like that. 2 minute 30. I'm sure it's like 2:30, isn't it? Can't remember. Yeah, it's going to be a carnage week, definitely. Slow down! Why are you not slowing down, car? Maybe it's not. It might be like 2:33. I can't remember what the lap time should be here. Is it 2:40s? Is it in the full wet? I have no idea. It won't be intermediates in full wet weather. If it's full wet, you need the full wets on. But we're not going to worry about... We don't know how this race is being run tomorrow, so for now I'm just going to run this as a no pit stop in the heavy wets. And then we'll worry about what tomorrow brings when it happens. Whoa, whoa, it's drifting. Come on, give me traction, car. Standing start is going to be hilarious in this. It's going to be chaos, isn't it? Could be a fun one to do from the back of the grid, though, because there'll be so much carnage in that. Awful lap, but at least we got to the finishing line without binning it. Okay, it's a little bit better, but I'm guessing low 40s then. This downshifter's playing up a bit on the wheel game. Ah, awful. Trying to like drift the car, it's crazy. You have to brake so early. You want to get on the throttle, but you're scared to. Slow down, car, slow down. Okay, it's a little bit better. God. This is going to be a very, very tricky race tomorrow. Fun though, I think it'll be entertaining. Yeah, we know they're mandatory, but it's only... You're probably only going to use them for one lap, probably, Rodeo. We don't know yet. We don't know the settings of the race. It's very weird what it says, so... We really don't know. That was a good lap, that, Henry. What are you on about? That was an alright lap, that then. Ah, oh, too late on the brakes. I literally did I did the Apexes alright on that last lap. That was a decent lap, that last one. Yeah, we got dirty tyres now. It's the only thing. You go off track in the wet and you get dirty tyres, you have no grip at all. The car just slides everywhere. Yeah, I think what the options are going to be, if you have to use intermediate tyres tomorrow, I think there's going to be an option to do a no stop on the inters. Because the pit lane loss here is nearly 30 seconds, if I remember. In the wet, it might be more. I don't know. No, it might be less. It might be less in the wet, mightn't it? Because they'll be going slower. So it might be a bit less in the wet. So it might be like 25-second pit lane loss. But it's only 7 laps. So if the inters are within 3 or 4 seconds of the 4 wets, it could be a no stop on intermediates, the race. Which will be even trickier. I don't know. Like we need to wait for them to... I don't really want to worry about practicing on inters yet. We might do a race on inters after just to test it. But we shall find out. I don't think the Supra is the car to use, by the way. Just so you know. Well, if it's 36-second loss, then it could be intermediate no stop. We'll practice that after. Oh, I need to get past him. Alright, let's go for a lap. Oh, mate, what are you doing? Porsche will not be fast enough past him. I know for a fact the Porsche will not be fast enough round here in the wet. I remember last time the FIA race was on, the Porsche got absolutely shit on. I don't think it'll be worth you. I think you've got to use an MR car as far as I remember. Ferrari, NSX or Audi, I think, in the wet conditions here at Spa. Nah, you haven't got it down to a 231, mate. You've been doing that in time trial. You can't do time trial, Neil, because track grip's different, mate. Just a bit of advice, don't use time trial for your practice, because it's false. You get different grip settings. There's no way you're doing a 231 in this lobby, trust me. It's physically impossible. So when you go into arcade and time trial, your track grip is set to like an arcade mode. So wet weather doesn't give you wet weather grip. It gives you like an intermediate grip, so you can't judge it off that. You have to do it in a lobby setting to get your pace. Yeah, in time trial, unfortunately, you cannot change it in arcade mode. It's really daft. So in arcade mode, I'm pretty sure you can get a 229 in full wet. I think, if I remember, because the grip's totally different. We need to go again here because I know I can go about a second quicker here. We'll do a couple more laps and then we'll start a race in the wet. Yeah, in time trial you can brake a lot later and you've got so much more grip. No, you can use TC if you want, but in general it'll slow you down. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, you've been in arcade mode with. Oh, I've gone wide. You can't judge your pace in arcade mode. It's totally different. It's like basically driving a kind of nearly dry track. Right, let's start a lap again. We should be able to get a 43, I think. Downshift quick. It's in the book. I'm going to brake really early here because I keep braking too late for this corner. That's better. Still feels a little bit late on the brakes. Give me some grip. So slidey. Right, get it in here. Too late on the brakes. Messed up that sector a bit. See if we can gain a bit of time on this sector, because there should be 3 or 4 attempts on this one sector here, because I messed this up. Better. Oh, stop on the steering. Ah, I messed it up on the end. Right, we'll start this anyway, I think. Right. Let's start a practice. So we'll do no mandatory pit stop for the first race practice. So qualifying starting. We'll do no pit stop required for the first race. We might do it. We'll literally try every scenario I can think of. I think tonight we'll go through different scenarios. COVID, we all had it. No one got ill, mate. Literally, well, I mean, the missus had a cold for 2 days. We were all fine. Nothing, no real symptoms. Both the kids, basically no symptoms. I had a tickly throat for 2 days. All better now, Rodeo. Let's start this. Right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. You can't race it tomorrow, Antomix. It's going to be, I reckon it's going to have a weird twist to this race with the intermediates, you know. I reckon it might be an intermediate no stop. But we'll practice that after and see. Nah, it's not yet, Rodeo, no. Still not sorted. It's just not rained recently. As soon as it pees down, it'll cut out. But no one's been able to come into the house because even though we're all better, the oldest one, she was still showing positive on day 7, even though she had no symptoms. So obviously no one could come in house up until day. Well, she's actually past day 10 now, so we can actually let them come out next week. But obviously, no one was going to come out on a Sunday, really. So we'll probably let them know that it's still a problem. But don't even know how they're going to fix it, if I'm honest, because it's so hard for them to work out if it's not raining. You can start on inters if you want. Not in this race, because we're not going to do that for this one. But tomorrow you can easily start on intermediates. But we don't know what the settings are going to be yet. We have to just wait, really. I mean, we'll test it out after, see what we think with regards to different settings, which might be being used tomorrow. But until tomorrow comes, we don't know what the race settings are going to be. It's very, like, it's confusing at the moment. I think it's going to be a weird one where you either have to do an inter no stop or do 6 laps on the full wets and then 1 lap on the inters. That's what I think it's going to be for tomorrow. I think it personally will end up being a 7-lap intermediate no stop, which will be treacherous to drive around here in full wet conditions, but it'll probably be the fastest way to do it because you won't lose more than a few seconds a lap, I don't think. Alright, let's go for a lap anyway. I set the qualifying to 8 minutes just so people could get more than 1 lap in here. Right, let's go. Are we gonna brake? Slow down! Too much wheel spin. Using the 150, I think, as a brake reference, it seems to be a bit safer. Probably a little bit before it. Oh, shit. Mess that up. Ah, on the steer. Look at the undersit, it's just... Get a banker in here. I've braked too late. Get a banker in and then we'll go again for a flying lap. Might even get 2 more laps in here actually. Ow. Okay, it's not a very good lap, but it will do as the banker for now. Just so we don't start last. Okay, that's much better exit than what we did before. Like, just letting the car coast pretty much through the corners. Don't spin it, you donkey. Whoops, messed that up. We might get one more lap in though, I don't know. Oh no, we won't, will we? I won't get another lap in. Damn. Not got time. Mess this lap up, what a pleb. Ah. Way off. Yeah, we won't get another lap in, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure you'll be in 43s pretty easily tomorrow. Like, it should be like 43.5, 43.6. Looking at how bad my laps are and how much time there is, you'll be well into the 43s. Yeah, we're wide there. No, Theo. The Porsche isn't as quick as the R8 or the RCZ looks alright though. But I'm pretty sure when you get the hang of the R8, it destroys the Porsche in the race. I'm just going by the NSX last time. I'm pretty sure if I remember, the NSX was dominant. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Will says there, it's the NSX. Like I said earlier, the NSX dominated the FIA race, but I don't like the NSX, so... Yeah, I've not driven in the wet since I think... Jesus. When was the last wet race we had? I think it's probably nearly a year since I've driven on the wet on this. So that we didn't get a good lap in. I should have really went, I reckon, a 43.7, 43.8 if we'd done an alright lap there. Yeah, the NSX will destroy the time trial. I'll probably just have to use it tomorrow just to get used to it. Group 4, the Red Bull. Nah, yeah, that was in Subaru. I didn't really do. I did one. That was the short version. I did like, I think I did one race in that, or 2 races or something. I remember that one. But in terms of sparring group, it's a bit different in Group 3 in the wet. Group 3 is a bit different than Group 4, especially when the 4-wheel drive cars were available. I think I'm going to have to practice with the NSX. I remember last time this combo was on, the NSX just destroyed everything. I think it's the cornering speed skunk in the wet. I think the NSX in the wet is insane. I remember, I just remember an FIA race we had ages ago in the wet, and the NSX dominated, like beat the R8 by about 15 seconds in the race. It destroyed it. I think Will was one who did really well actually in the Spa race in the NSX. I remember, because I don't think I did it, but I think I remember watching it. Because I didn't like the NSX, so I didn't really want to do it. So, if I remember, the RCZ should be... I don't know, the RCZ might actually be better than what you think in the start here. Yeah, you'll be in the 41s. Like Will said, the NSX will do 41s and 42s. Don't use the Corvette. Corvette's not the car for this. So it looks like the Peugeot's got much better... much better grip in the wet weather off the start there. It seemed to suit it. Can't see where I'm going. Whoa. Gonna be full concentration mode for this race, you know, next week. You won't be able to afford to like even do anything. You're just gonna have to be 100% concentrating. Oh, see what I mean? One little lapse and there you are off the track, dirty tyres, and you'll lose about 2 seconds with this because it'll take you ages to refine the grip. Look again, no grip because of the dirty tyres. Still no grip because of the dirty tyres. Car did not want to slow down there. Oh, he spun behind us, I think. Right, let's see if we can catch these off. Concentrate a bit. Got a better exit than them there. Messed it up. Didn't carry the speed through that. Ah, come on. Driving awful. Whew. So hard to get the braking points. Oh, nearly a bottle job. Slow down. All over the place. The penalty, but we'll take it. Oh. Oh, Olaf, thank you for the 6 months worth of membership, you legend. Get that legend amount out for Olaf for 6 months worth of support on the channel, please, chat. Thank you very much, Olaf. The rears are dying here. I'm wondering if, with how many laps there is, I am killing the tyres though, but I'm wondering if the RCZ might be a better choice. All the RCZ's white. He's going to have dirty tyres there. That means he'll have no grip at all in the braking zone here. Oh, nearly killed him there. Oh, wind's wide. He's wide there. Just got away with it though. He actually got quite a good exit because of that line. Oh, he's off! He's off! Oh, sugar! I'm braking too late. I'm braking way too late for the corners there. Oh, down. Do you know what the weird thing is with the rear tyre? If car feels better like this, it actually feels better to drive with that rear wear like that than when it was full grip, which is really strange. It's because it's rotating better now. Ah. Oversteer there though. What awful, what am I doing? Went completely offline there. Oh, I tried to go too fast. I'm down! Oh, he's got no grip. His tire. He had dirty tires out of that corner. Can't see crap. Anyone see anything? Oh, effing the Watch out for wind! Oh, big F. Bottle job wind. And so many people are going to die here next week. And if it's intermediates that are going to be the way to do this race, it's going to be even harder. That's the worrying thing. This race could be even harder than what you're seeing here because, like I say, if it's intermediates that we have to run because of the way that the pit stop is, be chaos. So this race this week will all be about trying to make as little mistakes as possible. Not even if you're driving flat out, like you'll gain so much DR in lobbies, like even lower lobbies, whatever. If you just keep it on the track and just don't overdrive it, just make sure you're hitting your braking points, getting the car into the corners, and your DR will fly up because there's going to be so many people making mistakes. It's so easy to do. Woo. No, I think the NSX is going to be better. I'm going to try it in a minute. I'm going to do a few practice laps with the NSX and see what that's like. But I remember last time the NSX dominated this race, so I'm going to give that a go in a minute. Four-wheel drive car in Group 3, you'll be lucky. Oh. Nearly. Looking forward to this week, though. I think... Sugar. Oh, sugar. It's gone. It's gone. No! We just lost. The car, did you see the way the car spun them? That was... I don't believe it. That was a slow-mo... That was the worst slow motion spin I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, I am looking forward to this week because I think once we've practiced it and we found the car that we need and we've got used to the conditions, I've still got dirty tyres here, so I'm taking it really easy. But once we've got used to it, we should have some good racing here, I think. It'll be very, very... You'll have a few people that'll be really quick around here, though, in the wet. I think Fire used to be good in the wet. I don't know about Group 3. I know Will Murdoch's rapid in the wet conditions. I'm trying to think who else. I think B Racer's really good in the wet. But whether B Racer will do any of this, I don't know. That's the thing with this combo though, like I say, once the rear goes, you can't really do much about it. It's gonna spin you. I'll try the NSX in the next one. We'll try the NSX for the next race, and then we'll try and do an intermediate. I will restrict tires to intermediates to see how the cars behave in these conditions, just in case the race is what we think it might be. Yeah, we know, Craig. We know. Like I say, we don't know how the race is going yet. You can't judge what that... Kudos will say you can't judge the race until it's out, really, because of the way Kudos words stuff. But we think that it's either going to be 6 laps on full wets and then 1 lap on inters, or intermediate no-stop in heavy wet conditions. That's what I think it might be. I think you might have to do a no-stop on inters, but we're just going to practice for a bit first. Because we really don't know what the race is going to be. It's hard to really work out. Don't forget to hit the like button, by the way. We're going to go again. I'm going to do a few laps with the NSX, and then we're going to go again. But yeah, don't forget to hit... We're only on 87 likes. We've got 300 people in the stream, so come on. Let's see if we can get them likes over 150. I appreciate everyone who takes the time to hit that like button. I think it's going to be a no-stop on inters. That's what I think it's going to be, but you just don't... I don't know whether there's going to be, like, both... They might make sure that you have to use both... The thing is, it says intermediates required, but it might be both inters and heavy wet that are required, because they never put both tyres on that. So, for example, when it was St. Croix in Group 2 and Fuji in Group 1, it only mentioned the soft tyres being required, but the hard tyre, the medium tyre was also required in the pit stop. So it might be both tyres required. You might have to pit here because of the tyre requirement. We just don't know yet. It's going to be interesting, though, because in a way, I hope both tyres are required, because it'll make the race really tactical. Because with the standing start, do you get the extra grip, or do you... it's going to be an interesting one. I'm hoping both tyres are required. Right, let's just give this NSX a go now. Where are we? Where's the NSX? The NSX is where... I hate the NSX, but we'll give it a go. I do have an NSX, I just don't know where it is. There it is. Right, we'll do a few laps with this, and then we'll start a race. And then we'll do a tyre requirement race, right? Where you have to use both inters and heavy wets. So it's up to you how you run it, but you'll have to pit. We'll try that. I have a feeling that's what's going to be tomorrow, you know. I think that would make the race really interesting with the stand and start if you have to use both tyres, because if you're starting at the back, you'll go on the inters and just take the loss of time. If you're starting at the front, you're probably going to go on the heavy wet and then pit at the end. Oh, do you know what? This NSX feels better. I can see why this is... It's got more traction. I think this is going to... Yeah, I think this NSX is going to be the car. It feels easier to drive than the R8 round here. The R8 eats tyres more than the NSX, so that's a thing. The R8 is probably just as bad as the NSX, if not worse, actually. I'd say the NSX is probably better on tyres than the R8. I don't know. I just remember the last time this was an FIA race. I'm just telling you now, this NSX dominated the R8, so I'm just going by what I remember in FIA. 2 years ago, something like that. A year and a half ago, Calcer. Nothing's changed on the game since then, though. That's the thing. Like Will said when he came in before, the NSX would dominate this. I remember Will destroying the field, I think, in a race by about 10 seconds with this car. And it was an FIA top split race. It feels like it's got more traction when you're getting on the throttle over the R8. I was a bit pussy-ish through there. I could have been way more aggressive. Yeah, it's a good start. That's what I mean, Kelsey. It's going to be interesting if you have to use both tires, or if it's no. It's going to be really interesting either way, I think. No grip. I think that's just proved it already. That's 4 times quicker than what we did with the R8 before, and that's our first lap with it. This will do 42s easily. It'll be snowing. Look at that, 4 attempts already. NSX is the car, people. NSX is the car, 100%. It's got way more traction than the Audi. It's way faster. You can see even in this corner, look at the way it's gripping rather than sliding. As I slide it. But yeah, you can tell it's going to be faster. So what should we do with this car? What should we do with this race? What do you reckon? Do we do a no-stop race again, or do we do a both tyres required? Should we do a race where you have to use both intermediates and the full wet, just to see what strategies are like? I think we'll do that. Do you know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to go out and try the intermediates and just see what they're like. Let's just compare what intermediate lap time is like in wet conditions, just to get a rough idea. We'll do a flying lap. We'll do a lap on inters now and work out how much slower they are. I know Skunk Realm. I think it'll be... There's a possibility that both inters and heavy wet will be required tomorrow. It might not say it on Kudos, but it never does. So whenever there's a daily race on and there's a tire requirement on, it doesn't always say both tires. So for example, Group 1 at Fuji only mentioned the soft tires, didn't mention the mediums, or it might, or one or the other. And same with St. Croix, same when it was the I think Dragon Trail, it said the same as well. It didn't mention the other tire. You don't always pay attention to what it says on there because both tires might be required in the race. We have to wait and see, really. Let's just do a lap here and see what this drives like on inters. What I'm thinking so far is, if it is only inters that are required, I think it'll be a sketchy nose stop on inters. Yeah, I know it's gone, but I think for the sake of practice, it might be a good idea to practice both, because then you've got to do both inters and thingy. I don't know, like I say, we can practice, we'll practice both tires to start with, and then we'll maybe do one after with just intermediates required. We can practice all different circumstances, because it's only 7:30 now, so we've got time to do another race after this. So let's just practice every possible. We'll practice every possible way of doing this race tonight, just so we've got it covered, really. Yeah, the 40 will get absolutely shit on by the NSX, so I'm telling you now. Well, I tell you, this is going to be an interesting one. If you have to drive this race with inters, it's going to be interesting because it can drive it, but it's going to be sketchy. Look, oh my god, it nearly lost it on that corner. I'm looking forward to this tomorrow. I think it's going to be brilliant. I think we could be looking at a really entertaining week here. It all depends on the race settings, though. I hope the race settings are going to make this interesting. I kind of hope that both tyres are required, because if they are, this race could be really interesting for like what tyres you start on. We'll probably do some racing from the back if it is. If it's both tyres, start on the inters, get your interlap out of the way, and then go in the pits and obviously go for your brake too late. Oh god. Well, there's about probably half a second lost already. I don't think the Arnold, the Subaru will not match the MR cars, mate. MR cars are the way to go in the full wet. They might be easier to drive, but you won't be able to keep up with people in FR cars, not in full wet. I want to say I lost a lot of time on turn 1, so it's going to be hard to judge this lap. Yeah, I mean, I think that should be about 1.5 down there, not 2.2. You can't get on the power on the inters, that's a problem. Can't get any power down. You okay, Indian Stick? How are you, mate? Nah, Porsche not good enough for pace. I remember the FIA race. Like I say, the Porsche got destroyed by the NSX in the FIA. Like, I think the gap was over 15 seconds between good drivers using the Porsche to, like, I think Will was in the NSX. I'm sure he was. I remember him being rapid. But the NSX is easily quicker than the Audi R8, which makes me think the NSX... Pushing the NSX, you're going to be in the 42s easy for time trial, so... Make sure, if I was you, I'd get practicing in the NSX, because this car seems to be the one to use. You okay, Joe? 6, 7, oh my god, this is going to be, so we would probably be about 5.5 seconds off now. If this race is only intermediate tyres and it's about 6 seconds a lap slower, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to probably do one lap on the, I think you're gonna have to do one lap on inters and then pit for wets by the looks of it, because 6 seconds a lap, 7 times 7, that's too long. Yeah, it'll definitely be, you won't be able to do an inters no stop, I don't reckon. You're gonna lose too much lap time unless you can really start finding pace on these inters, but they just don't seem to have the grip. Look, give me some. They're way too slow. They're way too slow. This race, oh my god, I hope that this race is going to be interesting. I'm telling you now. All right, let's get back on the full wets. We'll do a race with both tires required now. So it ain't a 50-second pit lane loss. It's about 30. I think it's about 38, isn't it? Someone said before. I can't remember. I'm not sure. Definitely not 50 seconds though. Right, we'll do both. We'll do inters and full wets required in race. So we'll try this out now so that you've got to use both sets of tyres. Because do you know what will make this race interesting if it's only one lap on the inters? I know you'd have to, you're gonna, if it is like that, you're gonna have to do either the first or last, aren't you? So if anyone starts on them inters, they're gonna lose so much time. All right, let's start this anyway. Alright, let's go and get a lap in. Well, thank you for bumping them likes up to 140, everyone. I appreciate that. Come on, go, 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 go. I mean, we did give the warning in the chat. We gave the warning that we were starting the qualifying, just so you know. Did you miss it? Sorry, Scott. I did give a warning that we were starting and that both tyres were required. We're going to go again anyway. We're going to do another one after this, so feel free to hang around. Because we're going to do another race where only the inters are required in the race, so that you can do a no stop or just the one lap on the inters. Oh, you were switching cars. Sorry, mate. I didn't know. We're going to go again, though. How long was the race, by the way, chat, that last one? I didn't see what the finishing time was. Just to get a rough idea. You can't use in the wet eye does is that. That's probably just the wet weather on the pad. It's pretty difficult, maybe. Are you going to start on the inters? Interesting. Right, let's go. Alright, let's go for a lap. Oh, brake. That was a bit scruffy. Rotate. Oh, that's the only issue with this NSX there. Got to be smoother on the downshift on that corner. I'll remember that on the next lap. There is going to be other tracks, so like I think the centre track's normally quite enjoyable. So Daily Race B this week might actually be alright. Although it'll be a FF fest, won't it? As far as I remember, they'll probably have all the FF cars on there. That's the only thing I don't know yet. I think it's a really short centre track, so I might do a few of them for a laugh. Yeah, it's definitely a full wet race. Apparently, someone found out the info. But you have to do at least one lap on the inters. You don't have to do all the laps, obviously. So you want to qualify on the full wet, so don't be qualifying on the inters. Right, we'll go again because this lap was awful. Right, let's go again. I've just got so much better rotation than the R8. It's way better, this car. I think we can get a 42 here if we nail this. Let's get this corner sorted. Bit better. Wide. Ah. Slow down. Bit late on the brakes. That's going to lose me a bit of time. Ah, should have been a 40. Should have been a 42 that lap, but messed the last corner up. Ah. NSX is the way to go though, chat, I'm telling you now. We don't know that yet, Indian. We don't know that only the inters are mandatory, because it might well be only intermediates, but you've got to remember that they don't always do. Like, remember, look at Fuji, St. Croix. It only mentioned one tyre being mandatory, but both tyres were mandatory. So you can't, we don't know until tomorrow whether it'll be both tyres or not, because the info they put on there, they only ever mention one tyre. They never mention 2 mandatory tyres in the pit stop. Just if you remember, Dragon Trail, Fuji, St. Croix, always the same. They only mention one tyre. So yeah, like I say, don't. It might well be just the intermediates that are mandatory. It might well be like that, but we won't know until tomorrow. You have to wait until tomorrow, really, and then we'll see. So we're just testing out every scenario at the moment, just because we don't know. We haven't got a clue really, have we? We know that it's full wet. We just don't know what the strategies and the tyres are going to be, really. I was on for I think I was on for a 42 wind, if I'm honest. I messed the last corner, last chicane up, a brake too late. So I do think that should, well, maybe a 43.1. I think we were on for 43.1, because I lost quite a bit of time on that last sector. Yeah, I'm using the NSX 100%. It's just got way more rotation on the track. Yeah, it's gone that exactly. So it might, I'm hoping it's both tyres. I really hope that it's both full wets and inters that are required, because then that'll make the race quite interesting, because you'll have to do one lap on a really bad set of tyres. So that could make it quite entertaining. Especially if starting from the back, because you'll just start on the inters, get them out of the way, and then get on get onto the full wets. It's going to be an interesting one though tomorrow. Like, I'll probably do it on my second account, because we'll, like I say, we'll probably die a lot on our main one. So if we use our main, it might be like that, Mr. Casual. Like I say, it's very likely that it could be like that. But if you go back in the past, it's very often the case that they have more. Oh, it's crashed. I think it's crashed. Come on. Someone left the server as it was starting, crashed the game. I saw someone left just as we were starting. It like I say, it could be both tyres. We just can't tell. No, there's no way of knowing until the race goes live. But it could just be inters that are required. No, it's definitely inters that will be needed at some point. But I have to restart that lobby now. Pain in the butt. There are no four-wheel drive cars, Andre. Come on, mate. You've been playing this game long enough to know that. There isn't a four-wheel drive car in this group, in Group 3. It's only... The only cars in Group 3 are FR and MR. Right, let's just delete that just in case. It's annoying that. I think someone left the lobby just as we started up and it caused the crash. I think it's now crashed again. No, we're in. Okay, just took a while. No, Andre. WRX is FR, mate. There's no four-wheel drive cards in Group 3. Okay. I think that's all okay. Okay, right. Feel free to jump back in. Nah, yeah, Indian Sig, you can't do 37s. Trust me. You've probably done a lap in time trial, different grip in time trial. In time trial, you don't get the full wet effect of the track, so basically you're driving around on an intermediate track. Right, start this again then. No, there's no FF cars, you donkey. The only cars in Group 3 are FR and MR. There is no other car. I know. I wish I could get 37s. No, Joe. Not in Group 3. In Group 3, the only cars are FR and MR. There is no other car in Group 3. I'm not going to say it again. There is no RR either because the Porsche RSR is technically MR. The RSR is actually, I think, one of the first MR cars Porsche did, because it's not the GT3 car, it's the RSR, the GTE car. So that is actually MR as well. I think, as far as I remember reading it is anyway. Nope, I think they're all MR, mate. Because, like I say, the Porsche RSR is not RR, it's MR. Porsche is not the car, mate. Not the car. It'll get destroyed in the race round here by the NSX. Right, should we start this anyway? We'll do the same, so we'll have to qualify again. So get out on track because I am starting this now. How many are we anywhere near 200 likes, by the way? 168 likes, another 32 likes and we've done the 200. Yeah, RSR is MR because it was Porsche's first MR car, the RSR, if I remember, because the GT3 car, the Porsche GT3 car is actually RR, I think. Still, I don't think that's an MR. Well, the old one, I don't know about the new one. The new one might be MR. But the old GT3 Porsche was RR. But the RSR is definitely MR. You okay, Renato? How are you, mate? The Beetle is the Beetle FR? I think the Beetle's FR, isn't it? Pretty sure it's FR. I don't know. It might be MR. The Beetle might be MR. I don't know. No, it's MR. Beetle is MR, I think. I'm pretty sure the Beetle's MR. Or it's FR. It's one. I can't remember. It's MR or FR. I don't know. One of them. I know that it's not anything else though. I get confused with the Beetle. I always wonder in my head, is that MR or F? Jesus Christ. Right, let's go for a lap. See if we need to get another solid lap in here because we need to get pole again. The time that we're on now, Indian Sig, this is what the setting's going to be tomorrow. No, I don't think it is in GT, Cal. So I'm pretty sure if you like the real life Beetle is our like in terms of the old Beetle, but the new Beetle I think is FR. I'm pretty sure the new Beetle is FR. I don't know. I might be wrong. I have no idea. Well, this isn't a very good start to the lap. Let's just try and get a banker in and then we can push on the second one. Ah! Oh my god, sketchy. Oh my god. Brake too late. Ah! That corner's a pain in the arse to try and get the braking right on. Way off on this lap. We need to go again here. Make sure we get a good exit because this lap's not very good anyway. Ah! Oh god, this is going to be fun tomorrow, I tell you. Slow down, car.
Try and push it a bit more on the braking this time. Oh no! Oh, you donkey, I've got dirty tyres. What am I doing that for? Stupid. Look, no grip at all. That's lost all that time, so this lap's ruined. That would have been a low 43 as well. Probably a 43.2 or something. Would have been a 43.2, I think, but I just absolutely ballsed it up. What an idiot. What an idiot. Absolutely balls the lap up. I don't think it looks terrible in the wet. I just think that the rain isn't the best on GT when you've played like games like Drive Club. Yeah, I messed my second lap up massively. I was on an alright lap until we got to the final, the really fast left at the end. I think we were on for like a 43.1 again, 43.2, and I just ballsed it up. So remember, you do need to pit and put the inters on in this race for one lap, at least. Nine more likes, by the way. 9 more, and we've done 200 today. So thank you, everyone who took the time to hit the like button. Yeah, 11 o'clock is full wet. It's definitely going to be a full wet race because apparently it's 11 a.m. the race. So if the race is on at 11 a.m, it can't be intermediate. It has to be the full wet setting. But we think that you're going to have to run inters and full wets in the race, or just inters. We don't know yet. Well, saying that, even if this race is only intermediates required, you're going to have to run 6 laps on the full wet because the inters are over. They're over 7 seconds a lap slower, so 6 laps of that, and you've lost already, what, 6, 14, 21, 42 seconds, which is more than the pit stop. So, yeah, either way, whatever this race is, you're going to be better doing 6 laps on the full wet and 1 on the inter, I think, going by the time loss. Bastian, mate, the Porsche is not quick enough over the race distance or the lap time. We know this from FIA in the past. So from top split FIA, it might drive all right, but you just won't be able to keep up with the NSX.
Even if you put someone like Josetti in both cars, Josetti would lap the NSX about 6 to 7 tenths quicker a lap. It's just so much quicker in the race pace and on time trial. Just wait until you see the leaderboard tomorrow on I guarantee you there'll be no Porsche at the end of the day in the top 10. It'll be mainly the NSX, I think. Okay, that's a good start. Nearly lost it there. Slow down! The NSX rotation and braking and traction. Literally everything about the car. Look at the wheel spin compared to when I was in the R8 with this. This isn't wheel spinning anywhere near as much as that R8 was. And also the rotation is way better. No, TC is off. Never use TC in the wet. Not on Gran Turismo anyway. Slower. If you use TC on Gran Turismo, you'll lose time. Don't know why I didn't go in second gear there. That was awful. Really bad section there. Terrible driving.
Yeah, try and help the rear tyres a bit, because the rear tyres are going to die. But we have to pit one and put inters on, so that'll help this car, if anything. You have to do one lap on the inters, so we think you will anyway. I don't know why I didn't upshift to 5th gear earlier than that. I tend to do, the only type of coaching I'll do is in videos. I don't like to really charge people, so I'd rather do track guides and stuff like that. Waku. So I do track guides and stuff like that on YouTube, and I do videos to try and help people out, because I really wouldn't want to charge people money. I think it'd be, I don't know, it's just something that I feel like I feel it'd require basically it'd mean less videos on the channel if I was to do teaching, like private lessons. It would mean less time, less videos, and less streaming. And I love doing videos, and I love streaming. So I try and help people out with my videos, really. It will help the oversteer a bit, but that's not why I'm using it. It's because of the tires. Wind's disappeared. Where's wind gone? Oh, you spun. Oh, okay. By all means, if you feel safer using traction control in this, do it. Because, like I say, consistency will be important. But I'm talking about, for like, if you're in the top lobbies, you will need to turn it off for overall pace. But you can run TC on. Feel free to do it. If especially in lower lobbies, you might be better doing it for consistency. That lap is awful. What am I doing there? It's so nervous. Like this is gonna be, it's gonna be an interesting race tomorrow. So far, I think the tyres are better on the NSX than the R8 though. Looking at the tyre wear. Biggest competition, everyone in top split. They're all faster than me, so I'm a top split driver, but I'm not the fastest. Like I would never even pretend to be. But we're a top split driver, so we race in top split FIA. that's good enough for me. The fact that we can race in top split. If you're in top split, I think you're doing well. So that's... I'm happy with the pace I've got on this. I know we could be quicker, and I know there's a lot faster out there, but we race in top split, so that'll do me. Oh, I mean, we're definitely top 1% of British drivers, because we were like, we finished P2 in nations for UK drivers in the last season, so we're easily top 1. We're probably top 1% on the whole game, because if you look at, if you're in top split, you're in the top 1%. It's pretty simple. There's no arguing about that, because like I say, top split drive, anyone who's in top split FIA, you're in the top 1% of overall drivers on the game. Slow down. I really like this NSX. The tyre wear is really good as well. Look at the rear tyres. Way better than the Audi. They're miles better. It's easier to be consistent with this car in the race as well. Yeah, don't bother with fuel. I mean, you want to burn fuel really, so I wouldn't be messing with fuel mixture anyway. The NSX is pretty good on the tyres though as well. It feels alright. It's much better than the Audi R8. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a fun one, Carrie, tomorrow. Hopefully, anyway. Ah. Someone just left. I felt the lag. Jesus. Right, so we have to pit at the end of this lap and put inters on for a lap. A bit of a scruffy lap this, but doesn't really matter. Break a bit earlier just so that we get the line into the pit. So we're going to have to pit this lap. Put the inters on. See how these behave for one lap now. Ah, thank you, Josh. No, you don't need to refuel. 200 likes. Thank you, everyone, for getting us to 200 likes. Thank you very much. Come on, pit lane. Where's my car? What are we waiting for here? Has it crashed? Oh, there we are. What the hell? Why such a long time? That took too long. Yeah, but 50-second pit stop doesn't mean 50-second loss, so you need to remember that. Oh, God. You always need to remember that 50-second loss doesn't, in the actual pit lane time, isn't what you lose because you start the lap further ahead. You always need to remember that. Surviving lap on inters, it's not actually that bad. Just drive a bit slower, really, and brake a little bit earlier and just take it easy. I braked way late there. I braked way too late. That was awful. And if you go off track like that, you're going to lose about 3 seconds or 4 seconds with just dirty tyres, because in the wet with dirty tyres, you have to brake super early or you'll just lose a ton of time because there is no grip at all. And I mean no grip at all when you've got dirty tyres in the wet. So if you do go off track tomorrow, make sure you're really cautious when you get back on track, because otherwise you're just going to lose even more. You could do a no stop on inters, but we've pretty much sure that it'll be not worth it. But we don't know. We don't know until tomorrow, really, until what the settings are. So a few mistakes on this run. We probably could go. I think we could be 5 seconds quicker easily, because we probably lost 4 seconds just on this one lap. So probably more than that, probably about 6 seconds quicker, I'd say. I think we need to do that corner in 5th as well here. When we're on the full wets, don't go down to 4th. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to do this from the back of the grid tomorrow. I think it's going to be an entertaining one because of the strategy as well. Everyone will be doing it from the back, though, I reckon. Mount Panama, it depends if you've got what tyre wear is like, but Corvette is good, Supra's good. What else? Nissan GTR, I think, is pretty good. I think, what else? I think the Mercedes is alright there. Beetle can be alright if it's high tyre wear. If it's a high tyre wear race, something like the Beetle can be pretty good as well. It all just depends on your tyre wear and settings for the race, really. But the Corvette, Supra, Mercedes, I think the M6 can be alright there as well. Even though it's not outright fast on the straight, it's really good on the middle, the top sector. So, yeah, I think it just depends. Oof. No, you won't. Yeah, it does, because you have to use inters. So I would think we're looking at 19 minutes, 55 to 57 as a good finishing time. Like I say, we lost a lot of time on that last lap, so we went off track. So there was probably, with the dirty tyres, we lost at least 3 or 4 seconds on that one lap. And we had a few inconsistent laps as well. So 19:55, I think, will be a very, very strong run tomorrow. Like, that'll be a good run. So that's what we got to try and aim for, really. 19:55. Quite a long race, actually. Don't know what to do now. We pretty much... I mean, we could do a no-stop inter race, but I don't think it'll be worth it, because I think that no matter what, even if it only inters are required, I think that it'll be faster to go on the full wets and do the... I think it'll be faster and more consistent to go on full wets and then just do one lap on inters no matter what. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to work, even if you could technically do an inters no-stop race. I don't think it'll work in terms of your overall pace. I don't know. What to do now. I feel like I've got the hang of that NSX now around there. It'll just be a case of having fun from the back of the grid tomorrow. Having a laugh with it. Pit lane loss, I think it's hard to work out because we're going on to inters, which are slower over the lap, and we went off the track. So, yeah, we could do an inters only and see if I suppose we could do that now, actually. Do an inters only. And then, so we'll change that now. And see if we can get our time around 20 minutes. If it's around 20, then it might be a possibility. Let's have a little look. So we'll change it now. So we'll do it like this. So, should we... Do you know what I'm going to do? Just to make it... I can't be asked qualifying, because I'm going to have to do that as a settings. So what we'll do is we'll just do grid based on the last result. We'll take that off. We'll just do grid based on the previous result, and then it gives me the chance to do a proper test of how it will compare, really. Yeah, we need to compare it from the front, though, to compare what it's like. Without pitting now, just to see. Let's just do a lap, we'll just do an out lap here, just to get an idea of how the car's driving. The problem you're going to have with this is it's going to be easy to make mistakes on the inters. It's going to be really easy to make errors. wonder if something like the Porsche might be a better car in these conditions, though. You know, if it is... Oh, no, I don't think so, actually. It probably won't rotate enough, will it, the Porsche? Oh, sugar. Okay, so you just got to brake early. M6, I wouldn't use the M6. I mean, I don't know what it's like. You might be able to use it, but I don't think it'll beat the NSX. Yeah, I don't think the Porsche will be the car to use. I'm just wondering on Inters though, with full wet, how it would be with the bit extra traction. I don't know, but it won't rotate. That's a problem. Well, the Porsche is better at like Red Bull Ring in the wet, if I remember, because of the traction zones. So the RCZ would be good at Red Bull Ring as well in the wet. So should we just go straight into this race and see what sort of like race finishing time it can do? So race starting, no pit required. We'll just get an idea. Even, you know, as long as if it's within 5 or 6 seconds, then it might work. I haven't race starting. No pit required. Alright, let's go. Spa? It's because it's next week's, Matteo, not this week's. We're practicing next week's Daily C. We're in a lobby. We're not actually in a we're not in an actual sport mode. We're just doing a private lobby. It's not private. It's open to anyone, but yeah, it's just our own lobby. So this is what next week's Daily C will be. NSX is good off the start as well. I'm going to leave TC on for turn 1. Right, so what we need to do now is be as consistent as possible. Don't overdrive it and just see what we can get at the finishing time. Make sure we brake a little bit earlier. That corner there is where you're going to have to be very cautious when on inters, because you have to brake very early there. Wants to kill me. Come on! Do you know what I am? I'm wondering if the rears are going to wear out a bit more than the full wets because of the wheel spin. Holy shit. It is sketchy, I can tell you that now. It's definitely sketchy. You're gonna have to take it easy if it is faster to do it this way. We don't think you're gonna have to do this though, Graham. We think it's gonna be 4 wets. And then just 1 lap on the inters, but we're just testing this out for science. So that anyone who's watching this now will know exactly what the way to do it with, no matter what now tomorrow. Whatever the settings are tomorrow, you will know the best way to do this. Nah, Thomas, honestly, I mean, it depends what lobbies you're in, but like I say, the NSX is shitting on everything, trust me. It's just so much better here. So you got to drive so slow. We will see, Skunk. You can't do it over 1 lap. You've got to do it over a race, really, with the full lap. Let's just see. We did a 44.3, I think, on the last race on this lap. Jesus. I braked too late there. Slow down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Managed to get it slowed down just. Nah, you look at the lap time. It's not going to work. I can tell you now, this is not going to work. It's going to be quicker to do it with the... You can already see, we're only on for like a 52 or 53, which is nearly 9 seconds slower. 8-9 seconds slower. I don't think this is going to work, if I'm honest. And look at the chat. You've got so many possibilities of making mistakes because the inters have got no grip. Yeah, look. 9 seconds slower a lap by looks of it. I mean, we'll carry it on just for the science of seeing how much slower it is. Oh, nearly. Literally, Ed. NSX, we're in. The NSX seems to be the way to go. I also do think the Ferrari will be alright here, you know. But tyre wear might be a problem with the Ferrari. Oh, Jesus. Also, I don't know what the Lambo would be like around there. No idea with the Lamborghini. I reckon it'd be a right nightmare to drive, but you might want to try it. You never know. Nah, Consta, the Porsche's shite here in the wet. It's all right. It's easy to drive, but remember the FIA race we did in top split? The Porsche got beat by about 12 seconds over the NSX. The NSX was way faster in race conditions. Yeah, that'd be good, Graham. Like if with GT7, if you know, it could start drying out. The only thing that someone said, which I agree with, is you know that percentage of wetness on the track. I think that they should get rid of that. I think that will ruin the racing a bit because it's going to be pretty obvious after about a couple of months of working it out. We'll all know what the percentage, like we'll know a percentage where we need to pit. So everyone will be like, oh look, the track's about 80% overall. We need to pit now. So I think that will kind of ruin the racing a little bit because it'd be better if it was just guesswork rather than giving you a percentage of the track. Which I think they should get rid of that. I really do. Yeah, exactly, Kelsey, because everyone will see the percentage and they'll be like, okay, time to pit now. And that's where I think they should get rid of that and make it up to you when you pit, not, you know, by the feel of the track rather than a percentage that's on your screen. I've just took that so slow. That was awful through there. Yeah, exactly, Kelsey, yeah. I hope they get rid of that. I think that is a bad thing for the game, really. Like you want to feel the wetness on the track. You don't want to be like given basically a thing that tells you when it's time to pit. Probably Pyrojek, yeah. Yeah, if you go to the video, Kelsey, I've got a video on it. At Tsukuba, there's a percentage of wetness on the track. There's a little telemetry that tells you how wet the track is, or when you're driving, because we saw it change. So on the video, it goes like 84, then 85, and then 86%, or something like that. So if it's doing that, we're all going to know when we have to pit, which is, I think, will be a bit stupid, and it's kind of defeating the object of having the wet weather being dynamic, because like half the fun of having dynamic conditions will be risking pitting that one lap early and getting it right or getting it wrong. So personally, I would like them to get rid of that, but I doubt they will. They'll probably keep it there. I am driving very cautious here, by the way, so I do think that you're going to be able to go faster than what I'm doing on the inters, and I'm not really concentrating 100%. But it'll be just, I just want to do this as an idea of what, you know, within 5 to 6 seconds, something like that. I know I can drive better than what I am now, but it just gives us a rough guess of whether this will even be worth a try. The one thing I hope with them is, like, I don't mind them making mistakes, PD, with the game and with settings and stuff, but I hope they react quicker to mistakes they make than what they've done on GT Sport, because like some of the stuff that we've known was wrong and we told them about it, like the slipstream and all that, they took like a year and a half to react to the change. Things need to be a lot quicker on GT7. They need to be responding within like a month or two, you know, to what the community says. They need to be more open to the community. and listening to what the community are saying. We don't really know yet, Francis, because we don't know whether you're going to have to do... We don't really know what, like, the race is in terms of the settings, because it says intermediates are compulsory in the pit stop, but it's a full wet race, so that might mean that you have to run inters in the race, and that you, you'll have to do 1 lap, or we're testing out. I think it's going to be 1 lap on inters, and then 6 laps on full wet, which could be quite interesting for standing start as well. Yeah, I think everyone's DR will start from scratch, which would be brilliant. I can't wait for that, you know, the first week of grinding that DR up. We'll be doing a lot of streams in the when the game comes out in March. We will be smashing the streams and videos, like I say. I'm going to make sure I do videos, so I'm not going to just be streaming every day, like 12 hours. I want to make sure I do videos, because videos are where you're going to get... I want to help people out with, like, license tests and advice on the game, and I think that's where we're going to get a lot of subscribers from as well. So I'm going to do both videos and streams on GT7. Whoa, 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 it snapped on me. Oh, hello. That was a bit sketchy. Thank you, Mod. Yeah, I think we're all wondering how it'll run on PS4 for GT7. No one knows, do they? There's no footage out, so no one really knows what it'll run like. Thank you, Kix. Ooh, that. Dude, this lap's awful, but. Yeah, loading times, and you'll have a slight visual clarity, like it'll look a little bit better, I think. PS5 will look a little bit cleaner. It'll probably run a little bit smoother with the FPS, and loading times will be a lot quicker. So, in FIA, for example, we'd be in the lobby practicing for like 2 laps while the others are loading in on PS4. Not that that's going to make much of a difference. Yeah, the pit lane thing in the pits is interesting as well. I wonder if they'll do something with the PS for GT7 for that. Got this car, it's sketchy. I can already tell you now, looking at the pace here, I think you can see that it's not going to be fast enough. We'll see in a minute, but this is going to... Yeah, it's way off, isn't it? Look. It's too slow. Because you've got to add 2 minutes 52, 2 minutes 53 to this. Although we have made mistakes on this run. Like, this lap's not very good, but... You can see that it's over... I think it's over 10 seconds slower doing this. So you're going to want to do 6 laps on the full wet. And then do She'll get, and then do 1 lap on the inters, no matter what, like, or whatever. I don't know. I think that's going to be the race tomorrow. 1 lap on inters, 6 laps on the full wet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the obviously once they've sent it me, how it will run on GT7. That'll be interesting. GT7, and he goes, build the channel up. That is my main goal, Tristan. I'm not really aiming to be like, I think it's going to be very hard to be in top split on GT7, but I will want to try and get in top split. But my goals are all about channel growth, really, pushing the channel, getting the videos to do really well, streaming as well, smashing GT7 100%. Yeah, that won't happen, dude. I know I'm not good enough to be at any sort of that level. That I know that I'm not deluded. No matter what, like I could never get to that level of competing for like winning anything like that. I'm not fast enough. But what I am fast enough to do is being top split normally on GT, and we can have good racing with the best drivers in the world on the game, and that for me is good enough. And it makes it more rewarding when we get a good result, though, against some of them drivers, knowing that we're not the best, but we can get good results still. What was the finishing time before? We can probably go 5 seconds quicker, but we could probably have got a 55, I reckon. Yeah, I think it's about 15 seconds slower. My guess is it's around 15 seconds slower. You're doing the inters no stop. So you're not going to want to do that. That's far too much time loss. It's gonna be 100%. Yeah, and that wasn't even a good run on that. And that, I mean, both were pretty bad runs, but it's gonna be over. I reckon we didn't go off track there. I went off track on the run before and lost like 3 seconds on that last lap. So my guess, it's about 12 to 13 seconds slower. 12 seconds slower doing the inters. So we know that the inter no stop will not be the way to go. You'll lose too much time. You'll lose too much pace doing inters only. Yeah, exactly, Graph, in a way. Like, I mean, that's what the last FIA season we did. I was in top split and we finished 11th overall in the EU, which I know some of the drivers were missing, but it still feels good to get an 11th overall in the EU region, which is probably, well, no, it's not probably. It is the hardest region on the game. It's the most competitive region, so a P11 overall was quite rewarding. I know we had Route X, kind of gave me that a bit, but we got good results throughout the season as well, though. We got some very good results, so yeah. I'm pretty, if we can compete with the best drivers on the game in terms of like the odd result against them, if they have a bad quali, it makes it more rewarding. Whew. But yeah, don't think there's much else we need to do with that now. We know the score with it. NSX is the car to go, and I think the NSX will be the car for time trial as well. So NSX, 6 laps on the full wets, 1 on inters.
I think that's going to be the race tomorrow, no matter what the settings are. Yeah, no, the slipstream was quite lucky. I mean, it was a bit of both. We got it. We judged it perfect, didn't we? But the race was just a bit lucky, wasn't it? Just sat in the slipstream and got the 410 points or something like that. But yeah, I don't think we need to do much more on that. I feel like I feel like I'm prepared for that now. We've driven every possible circumstance for that race now tomorrow. Kind of don't want to overdo it because I might get a bit bored when it comes to the actual race. What should we do? Should we have one daily C on the American account to finish off the stream? We could do one daily race on the American account to finish off, just for a laugh. One final race. What do you reckon, chat? Should we do it? Should we go on to actually, let me leave this lobby. Gran Turismo is PS only, yeah. Asia's dead at this time, mate. There's no point going on the Asia now. It'd be completely dead. No one on at this time. I fancy having a bit of... I've got a video. I want to try and get one more good race from the back for a video, because we had a fun one yesterday. If I can get another one to add to it, then I can do a video with that. If not, I can just do... with the one video, obviously, but I feel like doing one from the back because it was quite fun yesterday. There was a lot of chaos. It was entertaining. Which one's that one? Yeah, we did quite a bit of racing on the EU at the front with like Calster and that. So fancy doing. Let's just reset the wheel before we jump in. We'll do one race on the American server from the back, and then that'll be it for today. Just resetting the wheel, and then we've got 8 minutes, so we should be fine. I think it will come to PC at some point. My only problem with it going to PC, Gran Turismo, is cheating. There's too many cheaters on PC. The PC community is just full of hackers. And I think that could ruin Gran Turismo. So for me, honestly, it would be great for the channel because more people playing the game would mean more viewers, would mean more subscribers. But I think for the game to stay as anti-cheat as possible, I'd like it to stay on PlayStation. Hamilton will come back. I'm pretty sure he will be. I mean, is there some sort of information out that says he's not racing? I'm pretty sure he'll be racing. As far as I know, there's no confirmation that he's not going to race next year. I believe he'll be racing, but we'll see. Jump in this. Let's get in that. Let's just do half a lap and try and warm up with this. Because people cheat on PC, Bastian. It's just the way it is. You only have to go into Warzone and go into Warzone and turn. Well, I don't know how it is now, but it used to be awful. But if you go on crossplay on Warzone, it's just full of people hacking. That's why whenever I used to play Warzone, I'd put it on PlayStation only, so you didn't have to play with the crossplay. God, this car feels weird now in the dry. Feels strange driving in the dry conditions now. I
I don't know, you know, PlayStation do seem to be looking at PC a lot recently. I actually think it will eventually go to PC, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. There's too much money to make by doing it. That's a problem. Like, I know people say, oh, they won't do it, but why wouldn't they do it if they're going to make money from it? It's one of them. I personally hope they don't for the anti-cheat and that and stuff like that, but we'll have to wait and see. No, there's no calendar up yet for MFIA. We don't know what's going on with the next season. We presume it'll be up within the next... What day are we on that? I would think it'll be up soon, though, because there's only a couple of weeks before it starts, isn't there? So, oh, sugar. It should be up soon. See you later, Scott. Thank you for coming in, mate. See you tomorrow, mate. How many likes are we on, by the way? Are we anywhere near 250? Do you reckon we can get to 250? I have no idea what we're on. I can't see them, so I have no idea. All right, we're only 5 away from 250, you legends. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can get the 250 then. 5 people in the stream that haven't hit it yet. Smash that like button. At least tomorrow now, you all know the score with the race, depending on what tyres are available. So you should be very well prepared if you've watched this stream about what to do for the race. Ah, you legends. Thank you for getting us over there, over the 250. Thank you so much, everyone. Also, thank you to all the new subscribers recently. Again, I keep mentioning this, but our subscriber growth at the moment is incredible. Like, just every night I seem to be gaining like minimum of 30 to 40 people. It's crazy. The videos are definitely helping that, because some of the videos we've had like 50 to 60 subs off just one video and stuff. So if you haven't already subscribed, do make sure you subscribe to the channel for GT7 content, because like I say, the plan is to absolutely destroy that GT7, like smash it. We're going to be doing it every day. Streams and videos, help guides, tip videos, everything. Not yet, Hansi. Like I say, I think they're waiting for their stock, because there was a problem with their stock on the computer. So I got an email about a week ago, a week and a bit, saying there was a problem, and as soon as they've got the stock in, they'll be sending me out. So it's just waiting for it now. It's all, I've signed all the stuff though. I've signed all the contract to be a partner and get the wheel, so we just got to wait for it. It might be in the rain on GT7, because we know that the wet weather is on this track in GT7. Hopefully that'll be the aim, to try and get everyone to at least like A rank on GT7. I'm going to really put effort into trying to help you lot become better on the game. Like, really like go hardcore with some guide videos, as well as like license test videos, stuff like that. What I might do is do streaming of like, I might stream the license tests, but then go back and do them properly, record them for doing them as a guide. I don't know what I'm going to do yet with GT7. There's just so many options of what we'll be able to do. Single player, license tests, online, public lobbies. It'll just be so much to do on the game. I can't wait. No, you don't pay twice, mate. But you can have 8 accounts, I think, on PS. So As long as your primary account on your PlayStation, as long as your primary account has got PlayStation Plus, any other account you create on that account, every game that you've got on your PlayStation is free to play. So you do not need to buy any extra. You don't need to buy PlayStation Plus. You don't need to buy any new games. You just all your games that, as long as, like I say, my main account is Key25, so that is my primary account. So any game that I've got on that account, I can play on any other account. And obviously, if it's a disc game, that's obvious. You can play on it there, yeah, and you can play online as long as your PlayStation Plus is on your primary account. But yeah, you don't pay anything extra. It's all free. Ah, nice, Bastian. I'm glad we've helped you out. So P1's not slow, 7 minutes. So let's see if we can get into the top 6, top 5. It all depends how it goes through the field, though. Depends how chaotic it is. We're starting P20 this time, though. That's going to be difficult to get. Oh, we've got our Lamborghini in front of us. This is going to be hard. Lamborghini or Viper are both hard cars to get past. F-Type will be hard to get past. And we got some FF cars that are going to be really difficult to get past in the midfield. Yeah, I could do that, Jonas. Like, give you, like, challenge for license tests to beat and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure a few drivers will crash. But not all of them will. TC does work, Ed. It's just too intrusive. So it basically it'll knock too much lap time off your car. But there have been people in the past in FIA and Top Split that have used it. Hello. We have seen people using it in FIA before. Well, this is interesting. Au revoir! Yeah, FF means front engine, front wheel drive. FR means front engine, rear wheel drive. MR, mid engine, rear wheel drive. Four wheel drive and all wheel drive. Obviously, pretty self explanatory. So P20, that means we start really far back here. Let's hope a few people die into the barriers and we can just cruise past them. Where exactly do we start when we're in P20? Let's see how far back it is. I've got none there. Down. Come on. I know, you know, Cal, so I feel a bit rusty here after driving in the wet in the NSX. It all depends how clean it is and if we get involved with any incidents where we get to. Oh, yellow flag, yellow flag. Oh, he's there, he's off the drive. He's just took someone out. Oh, dearie me. Oh, God, it's all kicking off already. Oh, this is just going to lose us a lot of time. I'm going for it. I'm on the... No, I'm going to back out of that. It would have ended up killing him. Oh, no, no, no. Don't lose the slipstream, you donkey. I shouldn't have backed out of that. The good thing is we might be able to get back in it because I don't... Some of them cars up ahead will be a bit slow through this corner. So we should get back in here. Let's see. Yeah, I think we will. Oh, it's all kicking off up there. No, we're not. We're not. Oh, it's all. Look at it. Uh-oh. See you later, mate. You're going off the track. Oh, and he's... Uh-oh. I don't... This is going to kill me, isn't it? I'm going to... Yeah, I saw that coming. I knew I had to just stay left then and brake early because he would have killed me otherwise. Well, not again. Where you... what? Mate, seriously? Are you... What? What the f... What are you doing? Don't just brake in front of us. Melvin, thank you for the 6 months worth of membership, you legend. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Melvin. Get the legend emote out for Melvin, please. I don't know why he was braking in front of me, like. He might have been trying to let us pass, but braking right on the racing line is not the best way to do that. Oh, what's happened here? Maybe go to one side of the track, not in the middle. At least we got the slip here. We're in the 86, yeah. Get past him, get past him. Why is it that we keep seeing that? Like, we had that the other day on the American account. Everyone just kept turning into that corner really early and wrong. Oh, it's kicking off up there. Oh, what line is that? I'm not waiting behind him there. Oh, penalty for P13. He just cut that corner massively. Surely that's a penalty. He got away with it. I don't know how. Kaus is on PS5 controller, I think. He's got a PS5. Although he might be using the PS4 controller, I don't know. Oh my god. What is going on? Oh, he's just shoved him off. Oh my god, dirty. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I didn't want to get pushed off there, so I thought best back out. Oh, what? He missed the corner. Oh my. Oh, you're on the PS5, yeah. Right, let's see if we can... We need to get up to that group and see if we can push on through to get into the top 5, really, if possible. I don't know. We're probably a bit far behind the top 5, though. Hello. That was awful. Sugar. I think on GT7 though, you'll find that the DualSense will be better because it'll have the resistance in on GT7. Obviously on GT Sport the game's not optimized for the DualSense, but on GT7 the game will be more optimized. So when you're using that pad, I think braking and accelerating should be better on GT7. Just have to wait and see, I suppose. I've got 2 DualSense, but I hardly use them, so they're alright at the moment. But I hardly. The only game that I've started playing on it is Last of Us 2 that started about a week ago. I've only played the first few hours, but I have started it finally. Need to get up to this group. Stop driving like a donkey. Yeah, I started it. I'm only up to the bit where you're going through the big. You got to unlock the big gate and you let them through, and then you go on the horse into the city bit. That's the only bit. I'm only at the start. So I played about I think like 2 and a bit hours, but I started it a week ago. I've not been back on since because obviously working and doing streaming and stuff like that and videos. It's just trying to find time to do it. I will try and get on again at some point and have another little go. I like it though. It's brutal, absolutely brutal, that game. Like the violence in it is crazy. Well, he's letting us through. Thank you. I think he maybe wants to use the slipstream to get up to this group ahead. Oh, thank you. Oh, what's going on up there? Yeah, it seems very dark from what I've played so far. I like it though, I have to say I really like it so far. I think top 6 will be out of the question here. I think it's see if we can get P9 really. Put him under pressure, he might make a mistake. All over the place though. Okay, there you go, we're past that one. Problem we've got here now is that car's gonna screw us. I could do with getting past him really. Do you reckon it's worth sending one up the inside here? Sorry, might have just hit you. I had to do that because, I mean, he ran himself off the track, we didn't touch him. I want to try and break the slipstream through this corner. I've just messed it up though. I messed it up, but we're out slipstream, but that Ferrari's going to get back into it. Oh yeah, the penalty. Yeah, I didn't know they had a penalty. The other one behind me. I knew the one in front did, but P9. Not much else we could have really done in this one. Should we do one more? I say one more. Let's go for one more. Let's do one more. We need a bit more luck at the start, really. So, yeah, we need 24 more likes to get to 300 likes. So thank you everyone who's already hit the like button. 24 more people and we'll be on the 300. Yeah, it was an awful lap as well. Nah, I'm going to stick with the 86 because I just like driving the 86 around here. I want to try and get forward. We don't want to go the worst car and suffer. Did you say you were going to make me a cup of tea? Actually, no. I'll do it after I've finished, actually, because it'll go cold.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll do one after this then. Right, let's go again. Let's just delete that, actually, just in case. Oh, I'm doing too many deletes. I mean, too many backs. Virtual cup of tea. Probably really low might be hour on this. Let's check. Because we've been driving it from the back. So yeah, 58k now. It was on 63 or 64, but we've lost a bit this week because
It's very hard to get in the top 5 from the back of this track with 2 laps. It's such a short race. If it would have been another lap, I think we could have probably have got into the top 5 consistently. Have we done 300 likes already? Thank you, everyone. You legends. Yeah, 303 likes. Thank you, everyone who's hit the like button. And thank you to anyone who subscribed during the stream. Appreciate you all. Let's go again. Let me just lift this up as well. I don't know why I've got the preview so big. So for the final race of the day on this for this week, do you want me to qualify about P10 or P12? What do you reckon? It's up to you. What sort of lap time do we need to get P10 anyway? I have no idea. Maybe qualify P10, see if that'll give us a chance of getting in the podium. What do you lot think? Let me know yes or no. Oh god, I'm joking. Yes or no in the chat. So do a quali or not. Like a slow quali, not a quick one, a slow one. I mean, I can't guarantee 12. So where would the 705 put me in that previous race? Someone find out. Go back to the start of the race. Now I don't want to start at the front. I want to start mid-pack really. So a 705, so we'll try and do around the 705. We don't want to overdrive it, do we? Tristan, thank you for becoming a member of the channel, you legend. Chat, get the legend emote out for Tristan, please. For becoming a membership. He's already been a member, but he's upgraded to a mid-tier, the legend. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership to mid-tier. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Spam that legend emote. If not, just type legend in the chat. Yeah, I'm trying not to push too much here because I don't want to start in the top 10 really. So I'm just going to take it easy and cruise around. Just let it coast. Thank you very much for that upgrade, mate. Ooh. Thank you. I appreciate it, Tristan. I'm glad you're enjoying the content as well. I'm looking forward to some of the content we're going to get for videos next week on Daily C. Especially on the American account. That should be fun. Deaths everywhere. We're on about. I'm trying to make sure we're not pushing too much here, that we're just... We're on about a 704, 705, so the way it's going so far is about right. Just don't overdrive it, just coast it in.
wonder if it. I wonder what people will be doing tomorrow with GT, whether everyone will stream that or not, because I know some people will be put off with wet weather tomorrow. I don't mind the wet weather on GT, so like I say, I'll be doing that tomorrow, but some people don't like wet weather, so I wonder if some people will be put off it. I guarantee it'll be a weird one for tomorrow's daily race scene. I don't think it'll be as competitive as normal, but there will be some very fast people doing it because a lot of fast drivers like the wet weather at Spa. I know Will is rapid in the wet round Spa, like stupidly fast. It'll be like 8 tenths a lap quicker than what I can do, I reckon. Yeah. Some people hate the word moist. A lot of people don't like the word moist. I have no idea. I think we're on about the right type of pace at the moment. I'm trying to make sure we're not pushing. I'm just like cruising round. Let's not go down that route. Sean will turn up if we go down that route. Slippery When Wet. What an album that was, though. The Boss album, that. I used to like Bon Jovi when I was young. Trying to keep an eye on the lap time here. I think we're about right. Let's just see. Oh, back off a bit. There you go. That's about right, isn't it? I had to back off a bit. Okay, that should start us about P10, I reckon. P11, P10. Moist cake. No, cake being slightly, yeah, a bit of moisture in the cake. I don't know where this conversation's going to go, though. Yeah, we're just doing final race of the day now. Final race of this week on this track. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it won't let us down. Anakin, you legend! Chat, get the legend emote out for Anakin, please. Anakin's. Thank you so much for the SEK20, mate. Go and get the victory. Oh! Don't know if we'll be able to get the win, but we'll try and get a top 5 from here, hopefully. Thank you so much for the donation, you legend. Get that legend emote spammed out, please, chat. Oh, what am I doing? wrong thing. Let's check something on here. Let's have a little look. Do you know, we're only 30 odd subscribers away from hitting 37,600 now. It's flying through the subscribers this month. So thank you to all the new people on the channel that are subscribing. It's great to see. It really is brilliant to see all the new subs. What are you laughing at, you tit? What are you laughing at?
I've never heard you say the word great before.
You've never heard me say the word great?
Oh, that's great.
That's great. Oh. You trying to say I sound old?
No. Can't realise me.
Oh, P8. We're a bit ahead of where I expected to be. P1 on a 659. Might be quite hard to catch that up, but I didn't think we'd be in the top 10, but oh well, we'll see what we can do from P10. P8, sorry. Yeah, trying to pass people here is difficult. I like the livery on the 86. I chose that one. He did a few different ones. You missed the entry? Because you were typing on it. You donkey. You okay, Intenzo? If you sound old, then Dawn sounds pretty. Stop sucking off. What?
Who said that?
Mr. C. Mr. Casual. He's probably going to give you shit now, though. I'm joking, he won't. Well, he might, you never know. She's made up, someone's been nice to her. Alright. See where we can get to. Can we get a podium from here then? Let's have a go. Suck up. Yeah. She's 100% team Mr. Casual. Oh, I forgot to let go there, but it doesn't matter because we get a gap from them, don't we? Okay, let's try and get in their slipstream straight away. I'm on a gaming monitor, Tristan, so I have to play it at 1080p at the moment, but hopefully, I'm really hopeful that one day Sony will get their finger out their arse and give us 1440p. I'm hopeful anyway. Whether they will or not is another thing. There is supposed to be an update at the end of the month to do with VRR, but whether it will have 1440p is another question. I hope it does, because 1440p would be so much better. She won't do that either. She's not interested in anything like that, mate. Oh, and to be honest, with GT7 coming out straight after around my birthday, I'll be smashing GT7, mate. I'll be destroying it. Need to get past this car. Come on. It's gonna be impossible to get past this GTR, you know, unless he makes a mistake. Oh, I just can't find the way past. I was gonna send it then, but come on, we're losing so much time. Oh god, that's the car behind starting to catch us up here. Right, that might. There you go. We got past. Right, let's concentrate. See if we can get in there. Slipstream on this. We'll brake late as possible here. Get it rotated on the throttle. Nailed it. Nailed it. Okay, so podium is not too far up there, is it? Can't see the corner. Why would you go on the outside there? I don't know why he tried to go around the outside on that corner, because it's just not going to work, is it? Okay, let's push on, see if we can get this podium now. No, she always comments grumpy, like she always likes and stuff and comments stuff sometimes every now and then on Twitter, so people know who she is. No stalker involved. People would have just seen her write stuff under some of the tweets and stuff. You okay, Smelly? What? I'll come and say goodnight in about 10 minutes, okay? Okay, see you in a bit, Smelly. Oh, P2. P2's bottled it somewhere there. I think P2's bottled it. So what I'll do here, maybe bum draft at this stage, and then we'll go past him in a minute. So we'll gain a bit more speed here now, and then we'll go past on the uphill section. So now we'll go past. Just so that he can't get us back. Alright, let's push on, see if we can get in the slipstream of P3. P2 is possible here. Didn't do that very well. Gaining on the leader. Evening, Arkies. How are you, mate? Hope you're good. Nearly in the slip. Here we're in the slip. Just about kept it on the track. Can't get past the Lambo on straight, so we'll have to just follow him and bump draft him a bit maybe. Can't see the corner. Da, 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 da. Whoa. That was nicely worked. We need to get him out of the slipstream though in that Lamborghini. That's the only problem here. Oh, I messed it up there. I need to nail. I'm gonna have to go ultra aggressive to try and get his slip. We got it, 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 come on! Let's go! Do I want to back off a bit here, do you reckon? And just now go? Oh, you got fastest lap as well. Whew. Ah, that wasn't bad. I enjoyed that little race. That was a good one. Ah, P2 will do me. We can't, from the back of the grid, you can't beat someone who's doing 705s. I mean, sorry, from the mid pack of the grid, it's very hard to beat someone who's doing 705s, like flat in the race. Very difficult, so. Yeah, that was a good little race. We did some good overtakes in that. Yeah, I think I'll record that one to add into the other race that I've got there. Because that move we did with the Lamborghini, we set him up nicely. He got the inside, forced him to take a weird line into the corner, then took the inside so that we could pull away then. I enjoyed that one. Oof. But that is going to be it for tonight. Remember to hit the like button if you've enjoyed tonight's stream and subscribe. Let's see if we can get that 40k before we hit 40 a week after GT7 comes out. That'll be insane if we can do that. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. It all helps the channel out. Oh, Eric, you legend. Get the legend emote out for Eric as well, please, chat. For the $5 donation. Great race. I don't know. I can't talk. Great race. I enjoy seeing you race on this side of the pond. Mate, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate that, you legend. Spam the legend emote or just type legend in the chat. If you haven't got the legend emote, that is obviously. Thank you so much for your support, Eric. Absolute legend. Right, let me just save that. I'm going to do it again because sometimes you don't know if it saves because it doesn't always come up with the tick in the top right. Now it does. There you go. Right. Make sure we save that. There you go. Oh, that was a good night's racing. We know the strategy. So tonight we've learned everything we need to know about Daily Race C tomorrow. We can go into that. Whatever the settings are, we'll see when we. So I'll do a video tomorrow. I will jump on early and get the video done so that it can be out as early as possible in the day. So you lot know if you're in work, you lot will find out what the way to do it is. So I will jump on in the morning. Get all the races done for the new week of racing, whatever they are, for daily A, B, and C. And then we'll stream in the night time. I probably start stream around 6 p.m, half 6, something like that. 7 maybe. All depends when I've got the kids sorted, because the missus is on a later shift tomorrow, so I have to get the kids ready with their dinner and stuff. So yeah, I will get on as soon as possible to stream tomorrow night, but I will get the video out in the day as early as possible as well. So make sure you look out for that tomorrow, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so, because I'll obviously give you as many tips as I can tomorrow while I'm doing the races, whatever they are. I don't know what the other 2 races are. I think Lego Maggior Center is Daily Race B. Is Tsukuba Daily Race A? I can't remember. It might be Tsukuba. I can't remember. But either way, it should be a fun races tomorrow. Hopefully we won't come across Kimmy in the daily races for the video, or anyone else that matter. But you never know. You never know in daily race videos on a Monday. They tend to be out there, the nutters. We see Kimmy quite a few times, and also, what is it, Mr. Anthrop? I'm sure he'll be out there. But anyway, thank you all for coming in tonight. I appreciate all the support, all the likes, all the new subscribers, and the donations as usual. I'm gonna go and get some food and go and watch some telly for a bit. But yeah, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, whatever you're doing. Hope you have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow for double content. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.